Day trading penny stocks has skyrocketed in popularity in recent years due to the low barrier to entry and the ability to turn small amounts of money into large gains. Savvy investors who learn how to make money with penny stocks have the potential to make very quick profits. However, lots of penny stock investors will lose their money or end up being bag holders, meaning you're forced to hold the stock until you're able to break even or turn a profit because the stock price fell. So if you're wondering, can you make money with penny stocks? The short answer is yes, but it's important to remember that trading penny stocks isn't like trading your average stock. Take it from me, I've had some good days and I've had some bad days. I'm going to share a personal story with you later in the video, so stay tuned. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We cover all things finance and real estate related. If you're enjoying the video so far, do me a favor and tap that like button. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Alright, so let's get started with some basic information regarding penny stocks. So penny stocks are called by many names such as microcaps, small cap, but essentially any stock under $5 is considered a penny stock. Some of them may not be listed on major stock exchanges such as the NASDAQ, and many are often traded on the OTC, also known as over-the-counter markets. The exchange the stock is listed on doesn't factor into the trade. However, only a handful of brokers support the OTC market. I personally started trading penny stocks several years ago on Scottrade, which was bought out and is now part of TD Ameritrade. E-Trade is another platform that is known to be very penny stock friendly when trying to trade on the OTC. As I said earlier, Joe, penny stocks are very risky. Many of these companies are fly-by-night and they're highly volatile, which could put you in a position to lose big. However, I have to say that you can still make money trading penny stocks if you trade smart and you know what to look for. Some factors to consider when it comes to penny stocks, and really any stock for that matter. Sure to look for a company that is making money and has a plan to make money. Also look for a company that has substantial assets or cash. They should not need to liquidate future viability to appease creditors. They should have enough cash to account for any contingencies. Also look for a company that has a strategy in place. Penny stock companies don't want to be penny stock companies forever. So the successful companies will have a strategy in place to grow their business and get listed or relisted on a major exchange. These goals should include rebuilding a long-term business and paying back investors. Alright guys, so for myself, I started getting into penny stocks around 2013 to 2015. My interest really kind of came out of nowhere. I was just looking for additional ways to make extra income. I told myself it could be a part-time job or hopefully a second income. That being said guys, I started researching and learning terms such as moving average, golden cross, RSI, and learning to analyze stock charts and recognize patterns. I even invested into stock software that would analyze the market for sharp increases in stock volume, as well as patterns to help me find and research stocks to invest in. With that being said, a quick tip, barchart.com is a site I use frequently and it's free. There's a ton of technical information that you can use to do your research. So here's the thing guys, I would literally come home from work and I would spend hours in the evening searching for stocks, going on different stock message boards to find stocks to invest in. It really did become addicting, I'm not gonna lie. The potential to make a ton of money in a short period is real. After experiencing it a couple times, it became insatiable. But to be honest, I started off with modest intentions, a small goal of making $100 to $200 a week. I told myself if I can make $200 this week, that will cover my cell phone bill, gas, groceries, etc. So I set a goal in mind and what I would use that money to pay for. But here's the deal guys, and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. The problem with penny stocks, especially if you get lucky in the beginning, is that you can get overconfident and cocky, which is what happened to me at some point, but hey, you live and learn, right? You guys may remember that as states started to legalize marijuana some years ago, the entire sector was on fire. And I did really well trading some marijuana stocks. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac used to trade at or above $80 a share, but after the housing crash a decade ago, they actually became penny stocks. These two companies are actually a great example of penny stocks that are legitimate companies. When most people think of penny stocks, they automatically assume it's a scam or a junk company. And trust me, there are lots of those out there, but there are also legitimate companies and many startup companies are trying to get off the ground. So I remember when Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were put in conservatorship. The Obama administration was enacting policies to help stimulate the economy. Around that time, the stock ran from 20 cents all the way to $5. It was insane, guys, and I was fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time. I literally remember watching the stock go up for 2 weeks straight. It was crazy. I could not believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. So I had bought a significant amount of shares around 55 cents and sold it close to $4.50, netting me $20,000 in profits. After that experience, I was hooked, guys. I told myself, if I can make this kind of money, why work? I definitely got a bit full of myself. Here's the deal, guys, and I'm gonna keep it real. Confusing luck with skill is very common for new traders, myself included. So outside of pure luck, the biggest reason for new traders' initial success usually has something to do with their current skills meshing well with the current market environment. If you think about it, new traders usually don't have any real understanding of the market, and I'm not referring to actual day trading skills like knowing when to buy and sell. But instead, I'm talking about a new trader's psychological makeup, allowing them to benefit for a limited period of time. So what the market is doing at the current time that a trader gets involved plays a big part in success. And this can many times be mistaken for some sort of innate trading knowledge when it's nothing more than a case of being in the right place at the right time. Now don't get me wrong, guys, I studied the charts and I started recognizing trading patterns with certain stocks. It really did get to the point where I was waking up at 6:30 a.m. every morning addicted to trading. I mean, the rush was unreal, guys. I can't even explain it. Seeing these stocks jump 20-40% within minutes. I started flipping certain stocks actively, and I did this for a while. But if I'm being completely transparent and honest with you guys, my downside was greed due to over-optimism, which led me to ignore certain technical indicators that really should have been red flags. It went from me being happy with modest gains, I mean making $100, $200 a week extra income, to me expecting thousands of dollars, huge gains of 1,000+%. And while I did see gains of this magnitude, it should not have become a normal expectation. Here's a true story, guys. I had a stock that I was up $35,000 over the course of 3 months, and I did not take profit.
What?
I was so consumed and blinded by the idea of making $100,000 or more in profit, I completely ignored the enormous gains I made in a short period of time. But rather than take the profits, I let the stock fall and ended up not making any money and basically holding the stock long term, which was not part of my original plan. With that being said, when trading, it's always important to have an exit strategy, guys. Have an exit strategy and stick with it. Most penny stocks are good to buy low and sell high for a profit. And to be honest, there's only a limited amount of penny stocks that may be a long-term hold, such as a Tesla or Amazon. It's so important to do your homework or you can find yourself in a pump and dump stock. And to be real, I traded a couple of those back in the day and I did well. But I knew exactly what was going on with those type of stocks. Anyway, Joe, I stopped trading penny stocks back in 2017, and rather than sell and take a big fat L on a couple of my stocks, I decided to become a bag holder and just sit on them. I literally stopped using that investment account and didn't check it whatsoever. Fast forward to January of this year, 2021, I decided to randomly log into that account and check on these old investments. And much to my surprise, Joe, several of the stocks have moved up and I'm in the green. And it just seems as if the penny stock market as a whole, especially stocks in marijuana, healthcare, and green energy, have been on fire lately. So there's a saying by Warren Buffett that states the stock market is a device from transferring money from the impatient to the patient. And that is what happened to me last month, and I feel incredibly blessed and honestly lucky to be in the right place at the right time. So I'm somewhat getting back into the penny stock game, and I've been doing my due diligence to try to find out what's behind some of the positive price movement. Some of it seems to be speculation with what the companies are doing. The companies getting their website or financials updated or becoming current with the stock market exchange. One of the companies that I'm invested in seems to be transitioning into hydrogen technology, and this has caused the stock price to explode. Now, this particular company I have bought 12 million shares with an initial investment of $1,200 5 years ago, now worth $38,000 as of last week. Over the course of the past month, my penny stock investment account has grown from $4,000 to $76,000. I've seen my daily balance grow anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000. The volatility is insane, guys. And I share this with you not as a flex, but so that you guys know the importance of investing in general and the power of the stock market to grow your money and build your wealth over time. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing my personal story. And I'm also not recommending that you invest in penny stocks specifically, but do your research and get invested in the stock market sooner than later. I have to say, in the world of penny stocks, anything is possible, but it is risky, so you need to do your homework and have a plan. I can't emphasize the importance of knowing when to get out. And also, never invest any money that you can't afford to lose or any money you may need in the short term, because the reality is that anything can happen, guys. Luckily for myself, I invested in these penny stocks and I didn't need the money right away, so I was able to leave it in there. The biggest takeaway is to stick to your trading strategy. Set modest goals and be patient. The penny stocks that I bought in this portfolio I got years ago, and I'm just now seeing huge growth. But if I'm being real, my plan wasn't to hold these stocks this long, and most of them were supposed to be a quick flip, but when things didn't go my way due to the reasons I discussed earlier in the video, I decided to hold them almost if I was buying a lotto ticket. I do plan to cash out some profits this week, and I'm doing my due diligence on the stock that is supposedly transitioning into hydrogen technology. This may be a long-term hold, but to be honest, it's already been a long-term hold. But due to the amount of shares I have in the stock, if it were to hit 1 cent, I would have a 6-figure payout, and at 10 cents, over $1 million. I can't predict the future, but what I have learned years ago is to take profits and not be greedy. I have a lot more due diligence to do as I'm just now getting back in the game, but I'm excited and cautious at the same time. If you found value in this video, do me a favor and tap that like button and share with others on social media. It really helps to support and grow the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell as I'm posting valuable new content multiple times a week. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.